we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Cleats lead this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. McCarthy to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 2nd and 3 now. From the 39. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And they get this down to the 28. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Running right with Mitchell. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jalen Johnson with the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Here's Mitchell again. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Again, this is Mitchell. And again, he can't manage anything. Defense all over him at the line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Smith able to put it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. They go counter, it's Johnson. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. On the ground again with Johnson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. This one strikes down at the 1, and predictably into the end zone it goes for the touchback. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Catch is made by Elijah Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. They're on it. That's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Smith. And the Bears are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a quarterback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
Pass caught by Adunze. And And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. Has the connection to Odunze. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Williams to throw on first. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Just a field goal separates these two. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Cut near the goal line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Bears parlay the interception into points. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. It's a design boot. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. 2nd and 3 now. Working from the gun, Williams. It's Dotson on the catch. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. That's to his back, Roschon Johnson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Brought in close to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And that nearly got him to midfield. He's out of bounds just a yard or two short. The Vikings headed out. Elijah Mitchell headed out with them. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left's brought in inside the 20. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First down, Williams. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That pass caught by Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Johnson. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Bears now lead by 10. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Now Now a give, right side to Mitchell. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Javon Dexter escorted into the ground. Second down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain. Down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Vikings facing a deficit near the break. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, McCarthy escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they bring him down around the 34. They're now set for 1st and 10. Now it's McCarthy. Running left side by Jefferson. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for... From the shotgun, McCarthy has his man. It's at... Down now, 7 to go. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout, it'll be their first. Back to the air, McCarthy. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Bears going back on offense just before halftime. Williams to throw on first. That's into the hands of Moore. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Now Williams. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Still inches to go on 3rd down. Tight end going in motion here. Williams to throw on 3rd. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Shot for him from that left hash. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain. One last play before the break.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along. 2nd half. Fielded at the 7. And this return. We'll start out with a 1st and 10. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the 2nd half. 1st down throw by Williams. He completes it in traffic. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. Second down now, 7 to go. It's Dotson on the catch. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Working from the gun, Williams. He puts some power on a deep one left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Mitchell on the give, headed left. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Mitchell gets it from the gun. He breaks a tackle, busting through tacklers for a big gain.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. He gets 6 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Slot man motioned over. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he gets him around 6 there. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. McCarthy throwing here. Dump off caught by his back. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from the 41. They've got a man in motion. Mitchell up the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying the right side. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. So now here's 3rd and 5. McCarthy to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's Mitchell. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Now it's Montez Sweat who took him down. We're going to get a pause here. It's taking a timeout. Handoff here to Mitchell. And he's caught behind the line for a long...
Comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And that will not be enough for a first down. Smith able to put it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. He stopped on the return at the 27. Bears offense. Back out to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. All set up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bears first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, Williams. That's more on the quick slant. And they take him down right along the 30. 2nd and 3 now. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Chicago first down. Working inside the red zone. Has his man, it's Odunze. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. TJ. Now, extra point is good by Santos. To 8. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. They'll run. This is Mitchell. And the defense gets... Small loss. one's prepped. It's second down now. The give now to Mitchell. And this one doesn't go far. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2. 9. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught by Addison. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 46. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Mitchell on the carry. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, McCarthy has his man. It's Addison. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it's going to be Bears football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Able to get it to Moore. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Johnson up the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Williams on the play action. Completed here to Komet. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense set for a 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. First down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into cover.
And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears lead by 15 now. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
It's a game of 10. First down, Minnesota.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. Back to the air, McCarthy. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, these third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. A time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
And he's brought down for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Williams to throw on first. Completed to his running back. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Kmet brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Johnson again. Gets to space right side. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side. Warning. Now an inside give to Johnson. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now the give to Johnson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout.
A 29-yard attempt.
Carney's kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. McCarthy throwing here. Able to find Hawkinson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. From the red zone now. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it an 11-point ball game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. Oh, the Vikings got to it first. They get it back. New set of downs for them from the 46. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. McCarthy looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Headed right through the middle of the field. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Trying for it on the ground. And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. And the Bears get this kick, and that spells the end of this ball game. And he's able to get this down to the 36. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bears come away with a win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.